Hi guys, I am Doomsday. We're going to be doing a new series today. I've talked about it. I've, teased it, so to speak. This is going to be for your information. It's kind of a joke in MOBAs when you're not playing well or you're doing things wrong. They go, "Are you new?" Well, I want to do that as kind of a joke title for today and ask you, are you new? Are you a new player? Are you just getting into this amazing, amazing game? Full disclosure, I recorded this once already, and apparently when didn't do that at all in my last video. That bums me out. Apparently when you're exporting using a certain software and then still recording in OBS, it really jacks things up. Audio is fine, video is not. So this is the second time I'm doing this at 11:15 at night. We're going to reduce my webcam first of all, and then we're literally going to go through and assume you've just played the tutorial, or you're a new player kind of looking to get some tips and tricks. What we're going to do is we're going to walk you through certain heroes. I'm going to show you kind of their basic talents and why I suggest you use them as you first start. And I would highly suggest, if you are a new player or even someone trying to learn a bunch of different heroes, to start in versus AI. The reason I say that is a little question mark. I'm on a roll. The video is so much better. It's bugged me out so much. But anyway, you'll get these daily quests that are going to reward you with gold. Why is gold important? Because that's how you buy heroes. You got to spend gold or money. I don't suggest the money one. You can get most of these heroes without spending money. The bundles in the shop are really the way to go. So if you're ever going to do a big purchase, go there first. But partially why I'm also talking about daily quests in AI is you'll notice certain heroes have a little symbol above their name. Let's see if I have one that I don't own. I think I own all of these. This is not as fun to show. But anyway, that says they're basically free this week. And as you level up your count level, see I'm level 40, you are going to unlock more hero rotation slots. The higher you go up, the more you're able to unlock and play for free. And if you get them to level 5, you are going to unlock 500 gold. Level 9, 750 gold. Especially right now with what's called the Nexus Challenge. Basically, you play 30 games with a friend, you're able to unlock a ton of heroes you may or may not own, get a mount, and a 31-day stim pack. What the stim pack does gives you additional experience and gold. You are able to stack this super high with friends. So if you can find some people to play with, especially if they're okay going to AI, great. You're able to level up your account really fast. We're going to start with some hero builds, and then I'll kind of go over these tabs up here. Again, this is assuming you are a very new player or a player who's just kind of curious what the point of these different modes are. We're going to start with our buddy Raynor. I'm going to show you 2 assassins, 2 supports, 2 warriors, and 1 specialist. The reason why I'm going to show you less specialists is they're more complicated. But what's nice, guys, if you're also just getting, this is a lot of information to go over. If you're just curious and want to be like, okay, I want to play a warrior because I like guys that don't die very easily, and I don't think I can do a lot of damage, and I don't really know what I'm doing, hit this little guy. It'll show you these different heroes with their difficulty level right next to their name. I'll show you 2 who I believe are both, okay, one's medium, but I disagree with that. But they're both technically easy. Then I'm going to show you, you also have to click it off, show you 2 assassins, one of them being Raynor, who is easy, and one of them being Jaina, who is classified as easy. I'd actually disagree with that, but she's a good starter hero. Then we're going to go into the supports. We're going to go with Mr. Malfurion, who is easy, and Miss Lily, who is easy, and I agree with both of those. I'm not going to show you the specialists yet because there are some cool ones in there, but they require a higher grasp of the game. Now, that's not Jim Raynor. Now, you could take him into versus AI right away, or what I would suggest doing as you acclimate yourself to a keyboard, or if you're already pretty familiar with the keyboard, where certain talents or not talents, certain abilities are going to be and kind of how they work, I would suggest hitting shop, going to heroes, typing in the name of the hero you want to try, or just looking through. Today we're going to do Raynor. You can click him and hit try. This will take you into a very simplified mode. That'll allow you to practice different things. And what's kind of cool is you can see their different skins, and if you hit try, you actually get to use them. So I'm going to jump into practice mode and show you how this works. And the reason why we're jumping into practice mode, notice we got to skip the loading screen, is because it really allows you to practice different things that are going to come up in the game. And you're going to have your normal lane. Everybody, each team has a fort. Each team has minions. If we kill minions or heroes or structures, we get XP. But we're going to focus on the hero. We'll focus on those different things in another video. Mr. Raynor here has a really cool trait on his passive that actually gives him 20% further basic attack range and a bigger sight range. Basically, anything outside of this I can't see. Kind of important when you're trying not to die. So when I say basic attack range, it's this. I'm not clicking, I'm not hitting anything. He is just auto attacking. Basically means I don't have to do anything. He's just going to do it for me. Different heroes have different power levels based on whether they're going to get their damage from these abilities down here or whether they're going to get it from just simply auto attacking. He's an auto attack hero. Now on his Q, he has a straight line skill shot that has a pretty long range. What it does is if I target this wave, it pushes them back and does damage. This is nice because it allows you to basically run. On his W, he has a trait called Inspire, which grants him 30% increased attack speed and everybody around him 15%. And we're going to toggle off Malfurion. On his E, he has a heal. Great for you as a new player. We're just going to demonstrate how that works. Once we get below 30% health, we're going to heal up 964, and this is at level 20. It has a cooldown, so be aware of that. This is pretty minor. You just have to hit W. You can hit it all the time. It doesn't really matter. But why, as a new player, you're going to like him is this increased range, this lack of focus on abilities, and just the fact you can hit Q and knock pesky Arthas away. Great hero to pick up and try. A lot of cool talents. I will be releasing a easy level talent build for him that you guys should try, but I highly suggest doing, as I would suggest with all heroes.
First blood.
I didn't realize he was just going to stand there and let me kill him. As with all heroes, I suggest actually going in, trying all of them. I mean, if you don't like a talent, don't try it. But basically trying these different ones, seeing what you like, and then comparing its mine. And it's also why I like this game, guys, is everybody has a different flavor to like what they like to do. Some people like the extra heal. Some people like to just flat out deal more damage. Go away, Arthas. But this will allow you to play without having to do a lot of thinking, because there's already going to be a lot going on in your games. I'm going to back up. We're going to move on to the next assassin, Miss Jaina Proudmoore. Miss Jaina Proudmoore is what's classified as a mage. Now what that means is she's going to do more ability damage, these abilities down here. Now she's a little harder than Raynor because every one of her abilities you have to target. But that's okay. You'll notice on her Q, she has a very long straight line skill shot that is just like Jim Raynor's, except it doesn't knock them away. Pretty short cooldown as well. Every ability has a cooldown. On her W, you're going to hit W, click again, and it's going to drop 3 rings of Blizzard, as you can see, that do significant damage. Now, all those numbers popping up, what those signify is her trait. When she hits anybody with an ability, let's just hit W. We're going to wait for it to come back. W, click. Everybody who's been hit by this is going to take increased damage, which is really nice. And why she is good for a newer hero, or newer player, is she's going to slow everybody by 25%. On her E, she has a little cone right here. This is also targetable, so you could target over here and miss. It does have a 10-second cooldown. Blizzard has a 15-second cooldown, so be aware of that. Unlike Jim Raynor, she doesn't do as much damage when she's just sitting here attacking. So you are going to want to use her abilities. W, click, and there it falls. So let's try to hit Arthas with our E. Unfortunately, we weren't able to. A little short range, but very nice that if you can combo these and get good at using them in tandem, you can do a lot of damage. Same thing as Jim Raynor. I will be releasing a build video for her. That way you guys can get an idea of what I would do. Now, that does, again, not mean it's the right build. That just means how I like to play her and how I suggest you should play her when you first start. We're now going to move on to a couple of our tanks, and they're going to have very similar abilities to Raynor and Jaina. Alright, this is Mr. Muradin. I realized after doing the weird skin on Raynor that without you guys seeing how they originally look, it might be a little hard to tell them apart when you go to pick them yourself. So I'm going to keep their basic skins for now. Mr. Muradin is super, super tanky, but we're going to show you one of his cool abilities that's going to look, again, like Raynor and Jaina. Straight line skill shot. The difference is this one stuns the first target it hits. Now, you should be aware of that if you want to hit Mr. Arthas, you got to make sure you hit him first. That cool thunderclap I just did is a lot like Raynor's W in that you don't have to target it. It's going to fall just around him and deal damage and slow, a little bit like Jaina's W. Now we're going to try to position. We're going to go Q, click. We're going to stun Mr. Arthas here. Now, two really cool parts about Muradin. We're going to come in here and take some damage. Notice how slowly his health bar depletes. We're going to get to about half. Then if we want to jump out, we're going to hit E, click. He's going to take less damage and he's able to run away. Now when we don't take damage for a little while, we are going to heal up because of his passive trait. Don't worry about activating this. Just don't take damage for a while. And he's going to heal for 116 per second at level 20. And when below 40% health, he's going to heal for 232 per second at level 20. So very easy tank for you guys to jump in with. If you get into trouble, just remember hit your E, click, and you're going to run away. You want to slow someone, hit W. And if you want to stun them, now remember, this is going to go wherever you aim it, so be very careful. We're going to hit Arthas, stun him, do more damage. I'm going to show you another tank that's just as tanky, but with a slightly different ability set, but will look pretty similar. Now this is Johanna, and I didn't mention on the Muradin, but of course, just kind of assume every one of these every one of these heroes is going to get a build video. Johanna is a little different in that her Q is a very short range, but is still a skill shot. And what you do is you walk in here, you Q, and you are going to slow everybody by 60%. Now her W, I didn't have to aim it or worried about it. It just pulls everybody in. Then if I hit Q again, I'm slowing everybody. Oh my gosh, I'm taking so much damage. If I hit D, her trait, I become unstoppable. And I get a really nice shield that will absorb a lot of damage at level 20. This is why she's so nice, is she's going to give you guys a lot of ability to get out of very tight spots. Now, remember what I was saying about auto attack heroes is when they're doing this, they're dealing damage. Well, she has on her E a very easy to hit shield glare. That blinded above Arthas means he can't deal damage just by his auto attacks, his stand in one place, do nothing attacks for a short amount of time. So I'm going to hit my W, bring everybody in, hit Q, slow everybody. Very easy to use. Now the cool part is that W that you don't have to aim does deal extra damage to minions. Now be aware, since you don't have to aim it, I don't click the mouse to do it, so that will go right away. There's no delay. Her E, same thing. If you aim this direction, it's going to go that direction, so make sure you're paying attention to where you're clicking. But very, very nice, because as you play this game more, you'll learn some heroes do very well when they're just auto-attacking like this, some don't. Raynor, who you're going to try to get good at, can do that, so you're going to want to make sure you're blinding him. This works on minions as well. Now that I've showed you the tanks and two really good ones to use, we're going to move to our supports. This is Malfurion. He's a healer. As basically support healer is the same thing. That's just the way I think about it. Now he is going to be a little more complicated, and we're going to have to put on an ally here so I can show you, because he does have to actually pick who he wants to heal. Now the cool part is I can actually heal this minion. Just hit Q, click on him, and it'll heal him. Malfurion's also, other Malfurion, is showing you why I like him so much. If we hit E, we root everybody in this area. They do take a little bit of damage, but not much. Now if we want to heal our other Malfurion, we just click on him. He's healed up. This W is another skill shot If we hit W, then click. It has very short cooldown. Does okay damage, but it's going to help you out with killing off these minions here. It deals 230 damage. Nice thing is also... Let's kill Arthur. Oh, we can't kill Arthur's. Also reveals enemies, which is nice. So if you hit a stealthy hero, it will reveal them for a little while. Now, let's say you have a teammate who's really low on mana. Well, just hit your D, click on that hero, and they're going to receive not only 20% of their maximum mana, but their basic abilities are going to recharge faster. Now, remember, Jaina had very long cooldowns. 15 seconds on her Blizzard, 10 seconds on her Cone of Cold. So being able to give her... I want to kill him. Oh, that makes me sad. So comboing Malfurion with a hero like Jaina is going to be very, very effective because she's going to be able to spam out her abilities faster and keep her mana up. Pretty awesome. Now I'm going to show you another healer that's even easier to use than Mr. Malfurion. Alright, we're going to show you Miss Lily. Very easy to use, but that does not mean she is not good. Basically, how she works is I don't even have to target who I want to heal. Let's say I take damage. And normally I'd have to click on myself, right? Well, I just hit Q. I healed the healing dummy. Heal myself. So it's basically lowest health target that has this little leaf over it. So Malfurion's close, has less health than me. I'm going to heal him. Let's say I want to do attack. I hit W, and I give him a little serpent buddy. That will deal damage. I don't believe it. Yeah, it deals damage to enemies. Deals a little, not a lot, 64 damage per attack for 8 seconds. Now let's say you're getting attacked by someone who, like Jim Raynor, who does so well just standing here and attacking. Well, if you hit E, oh, he's too far away. If you hit E, now he's blinded. Now here's what's cool about her abilities. I'm out of range. Her healing brew is blanked out. I'm out of range of enemies. Her blinding wind is blanked out. Very easy healer for you to use. Makes you understand how important it is to make sure you're standing in range to be able to heal an ally. Now the little leaf there is nice too, but see how I backed up? Now it's not glowing anymore. So Malfurion's taking damage. His leaf's up. There's a leaf above his head. Boom! I can heal him. I don't want Arthas to deal any damage, so I'm gonna get close enough and hit my E, and now he's blinded. He can't deal any auto attack damage. Great. I would suggest trying Lily first, but if you think you're okay at the point in clicking, no harm in trying Malfurion. Now that I've showed you all the healers, I'm going to go back to the main screen and show you a few more things. You may be wondering, this is not the main screen. Did you forget the specialist? No, I did not. This is Nazeebo, one of my favorite characters, and I played him for a long time. He is one of the hardest characters I'm showing you how to use. Because, let's say I want to hit somebody with my Q. Well, I throw it there and nothing happens. If you don't hit anybody, he deals no damage with his Q. On his E, he has these little spider guys. It looks a lot like Jaina's cone, but they're very slow. They don't move super fast. Now, you do have 2 charges, which means I can hit E, but then real soon I can hit E again, and it'll deal damage. His trait is what's called Voodoo Ritual. When I kill, or when I apply my poison and make sure it dies with poison on it, I actually gain health and mana, which will show you it's accumulating right here. And I just showed off a really cool ability on his W, which is Zombie Wall. It is a little hard to aim, and the reason being is it has a short cooldown. So let's say I'm going to try to hit Arthas. See how there's a slight delay. This is cool because it's going to soak up tower shots and deal damage all around it. There's very cool builds that you can do that showcase his Zombie Wall, and that's actually my favorite. So we're going to hit him with Spider's Kit Q, click, and they just chase him, dealing 77 damage at level 20 per spider. Very cool here to use, but he's the hardest one I've showed you, probably besides Jaina, in that he has no way to escape unless you have your W. And getting used to clicking, then placing your Zombie Wall, it will trap you. So be aware of that. If I W again, whoops. If I W again, I can drop it, but that's all he has to keep people away. So be aware of that. Q. Click. Oh, let's Zombie Wall him. Now, as you can see, he does pretty darn good damage.
First blood.
It's pretty awesome. So he's fun to play. He allows you to push lanes pretty effectively, but remember, he can't really run. He doesn't have a way to run very well. So now that I've actually shown, let's trap him one more time. See, I didn't even miss because of that delay, but kind of worked. Hit spiders. So now that I've shown you that, let's go back to that main screen. So now that I've showed you, I believe it was 7 total heroes, you may be wondering, well, do I get these for free? Maybe, maybe not. You'll notice Lily's not currently free, but typically she only costs 2,000 gold, so she's not expensive at all. But if you happen to notice that the healers I've suggested, or heroes I've suggested, are not on this free hero rotation, don't worry. Just play the characters you can. Make sure you're getting as many of these guys to level 5 as you can. You'll get the gold, trust me. Now be aware, the ones I'm suggesting don't mean they are the best, but if you just plan on playing versus AI, or even quick match where you are going to play against people and it's going to kind of randomize how your team looks, then who cares? Have fun. And whatever mode you guys decide are your favorite, that's okay. This game is built for everybody. Be aware though, quick match in terms of it matching you against another team can be a little weird. Once you've gotten very comfortable with these two and you've gotten a significant number of characters up to level 5, you can try jumping into unranked. This will get you ready if you do really want to go competitive and go into ranked play, where you can get a rating and try to work your way up to Grandmaster. I'm in the middle. I play with a friend of mine. We've had some very rough games. So my rating is not great, and the season's almost over. But it is what it is, and I very much enjoy it. I'll be doing some videos going over unranked and ranked. Unranked, if you hover over it, you can draft teams of heroes against other players without affecting your ranking, which is ranked play. Very fun, but be aware, your hero can get banned. And your hero might not be good when the enemy team can prepare for you. So if you are not comfortable with that, that's okay. I'll walk you guys through it if you are interested in another video. But these two modes are very much for the I really want to try hard and I want to get really good at this game. If you only play versus AI, that's fine. You know, you decide what this game really is going to bring. You decide what this game means to you and what you want to bring to this game. The final mode that I suggest always playing every week, if no other reason than you get 1,000 gold just for playing 3 games, is the Brawl. This week it's Garden Terror, which basically means you get a random hero. You only get your level 10 ability, which is your heroic, which I haven't explained, but I'm assuming if you've done tutorials or played it all that you know what that is. Very fun, and you are going to get a random hero that you may never have played before, but that's okay. That's actually why I would suggest this mode. Allows you to try heroes in a way that isn't very stressful. If people are getting mad at you, then honestly ignore them. Don't let bad people be mean to you, in all honesty. The final mode is custom games, and really I'm showing this is because only showing you this is because of all the maps. I mean, there's 6 here and another 8 here. There's 14 total maps in this game. Lost Caverns is an anomaly. Don't worry about it. I'll explain it later. But this means when you are going to versus AI or quick match, you have a likelihood of getting a lot of these maps. So try to. I'm going to do very detailed walkthroughs of what teams work on this map, what heroes work on these maps, all that. So look for that in a later video. But if you can familiarize yourself enough, maybe you can come to conclusions that I may disagree with you, and feel free to comment. Let me know if I'm not focusing on something enough for you, or if you have questions, whatever. That's the goal of this, is to help you get from being a new player to the level you want to be. If you're in the middle, getting to high, getting from high to advanced, so on and so forth. This was just a brief introduction of what the series is going to be about, and just the different modes in the game. Another one I would suggest doing is watching. I have another series called Doom School for Dummies. I try to mark these. Blizzard actually, Here's the Storm, marks every single video for you. See, I played 38 games on Dragonshire, shows you the team comps, and I would suggest watching replays. If you don't want to watch your replays, you can always watch when I actually go over mine from ranked play. But I would suggest looking at these, but only looking at them when you don't play well. Don't look at them when you play well, because that's not going to tell you anything. You're going to go in thinking you were amazing. Go in thinking, man, I played badly, and see why. See what was going on. The shop's also nice in that you can look at bundles. These are where you're going to get a majority of your value. I already bought this one, but it's only $20, I believe. And you get a bunch of heroes. So if you're going to spend money, do it here. Don't buy heroes individually. It's just not worth it, guys. The first video that's going to be coming out is going to be about Rainer, because that's who I think you guys are really, especially since he's free now, who you guys should be getting good at. Because he actually has a surprising amount of power, and you can be kind of sneaky with your talent picks. I'm going to show you the one that keeps you the safest. It may not do the most damage, but it's going to allow you to stay in fights and actually have a profound impact on how those fights shape out. And you're going to feel like you contributed. He doesn't always feel like he does a lot, but he's really fun, and I think you guys will enjoy him. Let me know if you are a new player and there's a hero that you're not familiar with, or one you want me to try. I have a whole day every Monday devoted to hero builds, and I can tailor that to whatever you guys need. The next video I'm going to be doing, since I've kind of brushed over a lot of the different classes, is I'm actually going to go in detail through all the assassins and actually tell you what team comps they work on, and maybe some maps. I'm not going to go in like Garden of Terror as this specific hero, but I'm going to give you a general, if there is a point you need to capture, play this hero. Like for instance, Rainer. If you need to capture a point, play him. He has sustain, he has good damage, and he can help other heroes around him. So that'll be the next video coming up 1 week from now on Wednesday, but look for a Rainer hero video probably sometime before that. I'll try to get them out as fast as possible, but I currently work 2 jobs, and technically this is my 3rd one, so I got to do it when I have time. But it will come out before the next video. I'll try to keep it pretty close, probably on a Saturday. So that way you guys have something over the weekend to watch. Let me know what you think. Let me know also, I have 2 viewers who really like to comment. If you guys are watching, I know you guys have played a little bit more, so maybe this isn't really for you. But if anybody new is watching, or my 2 viewers, Mr. Nobody and Brandon, please let me know anything you'd like to see, how the video went, all that stuff. This is a viewer guided show and a viewer guided channel, because the thing this game needs the most is for all of us to really come together as a very strong community, because this game is a lot of fun, but when you have people who are rude, it's just not nearly as fun to play. And I'm glad I just talked about that, because I just remembered there are 4 channels. In fact, actually, join, I don't remember the name of it, but if you hit /join, these 4 channels: MF Pallytime, Squadron Chat, Heroes Radio Podcast, which is my show with Mr. David. His username is David Twice TV. We play every Wednesday, so later on the day, if you are on Twitch, we're playing that hard ranked mode. If you join Heroes Radio Podcast, all one word, we're normally in there. I have it open right here. Jump in, ask questions. Fortunately, there's really no one in there right now. The more you populate that channel, the more you're going to be able to hook up with people who are like-minded like yourselves. Our viewers are pretty cool. Emma Pally's chat, as you can see, only has 6 people. Really? That's usually full of people. Squadron Chat is the Emma Pallytime's other show that he is on with other YouTubers, other Heroes of the Storm. They do all kinds of cool content. Stormcast was an old show I used to love. Old podcast. I kept it on here for no other reason. There's another one I need to put on here. You guys can look it up. It's Core, literally the name of the podcast, and they're amazing as well. There's might be Frog Pants Studio. I don't actually remember. Don't worry, I'll look it up. It'll be in the next. I'll look it up and it'll be in the next video. And I'll try to always have my chat channels kind of set up for ones that I think you guys should join as new players. I mean, if you look, there's even a join new player chat, and I would suggest seriously joining that one. Find people who want to play with you. Find people from the podcast shows, because typically our viewers are pretty cool. Core is awesome. Into the Nexus is awesome. Lords of the Storm is fantastic. There's more. Sorry, I don't remember them all. I listen to all of them because they're really, really good content, guys. I'm trying to make sure I don't miss anything, because I don't want you guys to miss out on any of that good information. But I think I've covered everything I possibly can. Like I said, I didn't go into talents. I try to go briefly over abilities. We'll go more in depth in the hero build for Mr. Rainer. and I'll do specifically playlists for easy, medium, and hard difficulty heroes, and then I'll even do additional videos once I've gone through them all. And as you can see, I don't even own them all, but for the sake of the series, I'm gonna need to, because I want to go through all of these and give you guys really good tips and tricks on when to bring them in, when to use them, what to even expect. Like if you're a Brightwing, expect people to complain about your healing, because guess what? She heals in a circle around her. She can't actually target anybody. So those are the kind of things I really want to fill you guys in on. But anyway, I've been going for 30 minutes. I've tried to keep these shorter, but you know, it is what it is. I am Doomsday. If you want to follow me on Twitter, the information will be below. If you want to contact me on Twitter, please do. I want to hear from you guys. If you want to comment on the video, please do. Like, comment, subscribe. And yes, that helps me as a YouTuber, but really this is content for you guys. I genuinely want to make this game better, and any way you guys can help me do that would be fantastic. So anyway, peace out. I hope to see you guys in the Nexus.